Hello everyone, welcome to this series of PYQ solutions of CSAT papers. So far we have done with 5 papers. Now we are into 2019 paper. This is the paper directly downloaded from UPSC website, CSP exam 2019. So let us look into the questions of quantitative aptitude and logical reasoning. The number of times digit 5 will appear while writing integers from 1 to 1000. So here in examination hall, if you want to work for it, you will spend at least 1 hour to get this answer in a very hard method. For that, try to remember one particular trick or one particular hint that here they have given digit 5. But in the place of 5, you think of any number from 1 to 9. Any number from 1 to 9. That is, when we write 000 to 999, so 1 to 9, they will appear for 300 times. For 300 times. Try to remember this fact. You don't have that much bandwidth in the examination hall to work out. Try to remember this. From 000 to 999, whatever the digit it is, from 1 to 9, we are going to use that for 300 times. Similarly, 00 to 99, we are going to use any digit from 1 to 9 20 times. From 0 to 9, any digit we are going to use once. So this is what you have to remember in this case. Either it is digit 5 or 8 or 6 or 9, whatever it is going to be used for 300 times. Please remember this. Next one. A solid cube is painted yellow, blue and black such that opposite faces are of same color. Totally in a cube, totally 6 faces will be there. 6 faces will be there. And 6 faces are to be colored with black, yellow and blue. So you can choose any pair of opposite faces. Let's say this is yellow, the back side will be yellow. If this is blue, this will be blue. If this is black, it will be black. So this is how we have to take. In this case, they are telling the cube is then cut into 36 cubes. So usually take any solid cube and cut it into different pieces. I mean like smaller cubes, you will get in terms of cube numbers, either 8, 27, 64, 125 and so on. And here they are telling 36 cubes. So basically when they are asking us the 36 cubes, all of them will not be of same size. Now what they are telling further, the cubes, those are 36 in number, are of different sizes such that 32 cubes are small and other 4 cubes are big. So in this case, I have told you, either we can make 8 or 27 or 64 cubes. But if you look at this number 36, we cannot get the cubes of same size. We have to go for 2 different sizes here. So 64 cubes, if you make half of this, that will be 32. So 32 cubes of same size, one size, and half of this. So 4 cubes of another size. This is what we have to make. None of the faces of the bigger cubes is painted yellow. Sorry, painted blue. So none of the bigger size are painted blue. How many cubes have only one face painted? Okay, in this case, first we'll try to make 8 cubes out of this. So how we can make? So if you give 1 cut in each dimension, 1 cut in each dimension, you will get 8 cubes. You will get 8 cubes. 1, 2, 3, 4 and backside 8 cubes. Now we want to go further for one more size. Here these are bigger cubes that we have, and in this we are going to cut of this size and we need 32, and that too we don't want blue on the bigger. So these top and bottom layer, they have to have the smaller cubes because here the blue color is there. In that case, what we can do? So this is what we can do here. But in this one, the middle one should be bigger. Middle one should be bigger. So if I want to redraw this particular diagram again, it will appear like this. So this is how I am cutting. And here, what I'll do is, I will give only one cut here. Now, in this case, I am going to cut only these. I am going to cut only the upper layer and the bottom layer. So here, none of the bigger cubes painted in blue. So I will paint blue, and here I will paint blue, and here I will paint yellow, backside yellow, and here I will paint black, and here I will paint black. This is how it is. It is not easy to imagine also, because it is not a classical problem that we get. Here we have to go for a different set of imagination that is not very easy for everyone to imagine. So these are the 16 smaller cubes, and here 16 smaller cubes are there. So totally 32 smaller cubes are there. But when it comes to these cubes, what we are seeing here, so they are 8 in number. They are 4 in number. I'm sorry. So here I need not mark. So these cubes will take longer time to construct. But once you construct, the entire solution becomes very simple. So this is what we have. Here we have totally 8 cubes. We have 4 cubes here, and here 32 cubes. Totally 36 we have. This takes a longer time. Now they are asking, how many cubes have only one face painted? How many cubes have only one face painted? See, if you take any of the smaller cubes in the corner, they'll be painted in 3 faces. You take any of the any of the pieces on the edge. There are 12 edges here, so they'll be painted in 2 faces. We are going for the middlemost layer of all the faces. Middlemost layer. For example, this one here 4 are there, and the bottom 4 will be there. Here 4 and bottom 4. Only those are painted in single face. So bottom 4 blues and top 4 blues, totally 8. But this is not something which you have to do in the first round, because if you don't know this concept of like dividing the bigger cube into 2 sizes of smaller cubes, it is not that easy. When you have done this earlier in your practice, then only you can execute in the examination hall. But this was kind of a surprise question that we have seen. So better you can keep it for the later rounds. A and B are 2 steel heavy blocks. If B is placed on the top of A, so there are 2 heavy blocks, A and B. If B is placed on the top of A, the weight increases by 60%. So let's say this is having 100 grams. B will be having 60 grams. So this will be having 60 grams. So A is 100 grams and B is 60 grams, because the whole weight will be increasing by 60 grams on the basis of 100 grams. How much weight will reduce with respect to the total weight of A and B if B is removed from the top? So now the total weight is 160. Total weight is 160 grams. In that, if you are going to remove this 60 grams, that much will be the negative change. That much will be the negative change. And they are asking the percentage. So this much percentage, 0, 0 get cancelled. 2 3s are, then 2 8s are. So this is 300 by 8%. 300 by 8%, that is nothing but 37.5%. This is very simple problem, but only thing, one block is placed above another, that you have to understand. One is, let's say 100 gram, other one is 60 gram, because its weight increases by 60%. So answer is 37.5%. Mr. Hex has 3 children. The birthday of the first child falls on the 5th Monday of April. 5th Monday of April. And that of the second one falls on the 5th Thursday of November. On which day is the birthday of his third child, which falls on 20th December. In a particular year, they are checking like on which days the birthdays of 3 children fall. So first of all, we have to understand one concept here. They have asked for 5th Monday and 5th Thursday. So usually in a month, any month, you will take minimum 28 days will be there. 28 divided by 7 is 4. So 4 full weeks will get. So after 28, whatever that we get on 29, 30 and 31, they are nothing but the 5th days of that month. 5th days of that month. So this 29, 30 and 31, these are nothing but the 5th days of any month. Because 28 is 7 4s are 28. After that, any day that we are getting, it is nothing but the 5th day of that particular month. Now, they are telling 5th Monday of April. So let me consider this 29th April as Monday first. Then I'll go for 30th, because in April only 30 days will be there. If 29th April is Monday, the second one falls on 5th Thursday of November. Again, we are going for November. In November also we'll be having 30 days. So again, I will check from here. If I go further to November, what day will be that day? Let me check that one. So 29/4 to 11, that is 29/11. If I go, I have to jump around 6 months here. So when I complete April, I have to add +2 because 30 days are there. For May, +3. For June, +2. For July, +3. For August, +3. For September, +2. For October, +3. For October, +3. See, April, May, June, July, August, September and October. So add all these things. 2 + 3 is 5. 5 + 2 is 7 + 2. 3 is 10 + 3. 13 + 2. 15 + 3 + 18. If you divide by 7, then the remainder will be 4. Because 7 2s are 14, remainder will be 4. So Monday + 4. How do you calculate? Monday + 4. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. So 29th November of that year will be a Friday. But they are telling it should be a Thursday. It should be a Thursday. If it is not Friday, if I take this as Thursday, actually I am going one day back. So if I am going one day back, I have to go back here also. So 29th April, I have taken it as a Monday. Actually, it will become a Sunday. In that case, the 5th Monday, it is not, it is a 4th Sunday. 5th Monday, it is a 5th Monday will be 34. So 34 will be a Monday. See, in this case, the first child is born on 5th Monday of April. Either it is 29 or 30. I had taken 29 to try. With that one, I got 29/11 as a Friday, which is not correct. So I took that as a Thursday now. So I went back one day. So 29th April was a Monday, but I have taken it as a Sunday. If 29th April is a Sunday, then 30th April will become Monday. So for me, the first child is born on 34. 34. Second child is born on 29/11. That is a Thursday. That is a Thursday. 29/11 is a Thursday now. Now we want to calculate on which day the third child is born. That is 20th December. From here to from November to December, if I jump 1 month, it will be 29 December. I have to add plus 2 because I am jumping November. In November, 30 days will be there. That is why I have to add 2. So Thursday plus 2 is Saturday. Thursday plus 2 is a Saturday. That means 29th December is a Saturday. 29th December is a Saturday. If you go back 9 days, so minus 9. Minus 9 is nothing but minus 2 because 9 divided by 7, remainder is 2. Saturday minus 2 is a Thursday. So the third child is also born on Thursday. This is not that easy. Here, one extra concept that you are learning is any fifth day of a month lies on 29, 30 or 31st. On the basis of that, you are calculating. But in this question, since they have given the fifth day in April, it can be 29th or 30th. So you have to take case by case. If 29, then what will be the fifth day of or fifth Thursday of November? This is how we have to go. When we are sure that first child is born on this day and the second child is born on this particular day, then only we can go ahead and calculate the day on which the third child is born. In this case, Thursday is the solution. Okay, this is syllogisms. Simple. Some rats are cats. Some cats are dogs. And no dog is a cow. I have to see to it that the dog and cow are not intersecting. I can intersect between rats and cats. I can intersect between cats and dogs. Now, conclusions. No cow is a cat. No cow is a cat. Only thing, I have to have the mutually exclusive circles for dogs and cows. This cow and go intersect with this also. That is not a problem. Only thing, it has to be away from dog. That's it. So, no cow is a cat. This is not a conclusion. No dog is a rat. Yeah. Dog is having intersection with cat only. It need not have intersection with rat. So, this is also wrong. Some cats are rats. Yeah. When some rats are cats, some cats are also rats. In this case, only 3 is a correct conclusion. Only 3 is a correct conclusion. This is a very simple problem. You should not miss syllogisms in the examination. Number of parallelograms that can be formed from a set of 4 parallel lines. Set of 4 parallel lines. These are set of 4 parallel lines. Another set of 4 parallel lines intersecting. So if I take like this. So 4 lines cross 4 lines. Now they are asking how many parallelograms. So this is one parallelogram, the smallest parallelogram. This is the biggest parallelogram. So like this, we have many sizes of parallelogram here. But along one edge, how many parallelograms are there? Along one edge, how many parallelograms are there? 3. So for that, what you have to take? 3 on this dimension, 3 on this dimension. But that is where we end? No. So here we should go on writing the numbers in decreasing order, 3, 2, 1. Then 3, 2, 1. What you have to do is, you have to add this and multiply with this. 3 plus 2 plus 1 into 3 plus 2 plus 1. So 6 into 6. So totally we have 36 parallelograms. 36 parallelograms. I can count you in front of your eyes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are of one size. Next size. This is another one. This is another one. If you go like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Of that size 6. Now you look at vertically. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that is 1. Now you look at this parallelogram. 1, 2, 3. You look at this parallelogram. 1, 2, 3. Now, you look at this parallelogram. Like this. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now, you look at this bigger parallelogram. 1, 2. Like this. Then 3 and 4. Now, you come for the biggest parallelogram, that is 1. So, count now. 9 plus 6, 15. 15 plus 6, 21. 21 plus 3, 24. 24 plus 3, 27 plus 4, 31 plus 4, 35 plus 1, 36. But you don't have this much bandwidth in the examination. So, better you follow this one. Along the length, 3 plus 2 plus 1. Along the breadth, 3 plus 2 plus 1. Multiply them, 6 into 6. So, totally 36. So, the same can be applied for the number of rectangles in a given figure also. The same rule holds good for number of rectangles. The difference between rectangles and parallelograms is only one thing. For a parallelogram, only the requirement is the opposite side should be parallel. Opposite sets of sides should be parallel. But in rectangle, along with the opposite sides parallel, also the internal angle should be equal to 90 degree. But in parallelogram, you don't have to meet that particular requirement. Okay. Now, in a school, every student is assigned unique identification number, the ID. They are issuing ID. The student is a football player if and only if the identification number is divisible by 4. So, if the ID number is divisible by 4, he is a football player. Whereas a student is cricketer if and only if his ID card, number is divisible by 6. Now, if every number from 1 to 100 is assigned to a student, so totally 100 students are there. But every 4th student is a football player, every 6th player is a cricket player. The cricket player. What if, for example, if I take the ID cards with number 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. These are all football players. Coming to cricket players, 6, 12, 18, 24, then 30 like this. But look at these numbers, 12 and 24. They are both cricket and football players. So how do you get this? By taking the LCM of 4 and 6. What is the LCM of 4 and 6? Is equal to 12. So every multiple of 12, the ID number, if it is multiple of 12, then that person is both a cricket and a football player. Okay. So we have to take 100 students and divide by this LCM. So the quotient will be 8. Quotient will be 8. 12 8s are 96. So there are 8 students. Who are both cricket and football players, because their ID number is divisible by 4 also, 6 also. That is why it is divisible by 12 also. In that case, 100 students divided by 12, quotient is 8. So 8 students play both football and cricket. When a runner was crossing 12-kilometer mark, when a runner has run 12-kilometer mark, she was told that she had completed 80% of the race. She was told that she has completed 80% of the race. So here it is like a oral problem. It doesn't qualify to be of this level. How many kilometers was the runner supposed to run? So 80% is 12. Then what about 100%? If 80% is 12, 100% is how much? So in that case, cross multiplication, this one is nothing but 12 into 100 divided by 80. Okay, 0, 0 get cancelled. 4 2s are 4 3s are 2 1s are 2 5s are. It is 15 kilometers. See, 80% is 12 kilometer. You are left with another 20%. That is nothing but 3 kilometers, because 80% divided by 4 is 20%. 12 kilometer divided by 4 is 3 kilometers. She has to run 3 more kilometers. So the total race is for 15 kilometers. This is oral problem. You should not waste too much time into this and mark the answer and go further. Raju has 9,000 rupees with him and he wants to buy a mobile handset. So he has 9,000. He wants to buy a mobile handset, but he finds that he has only 75% of the amount. Same thing here, just like previous problem. 75% is nothing but 9,000. What about 100%? So this is 25% extra. That is 1/3 extra. So here 1/3 extra, it will be 12,000 rupees. Or you can go with the cross multiplication. This multiplication mark is nothing but 100 into 9,000 divided by 75. 25 3s are 25 4s are 3 1s are 3 3,000s are 3,000 into 4. It is 12,000 rupees. So 12,000 rupees is the cost of the mobile handset. He has only 75% of the amount, but the cost of the mobile set is 12,000 rupees. He is short of 3,000 rupees required to buy the handset. Therefore, he borrows 2,000 rupees from a friend. He borrowed 2,000. He had 9,000. He borrowed 2,000. Now he has 11,000 rupees. Still, it is 1,000 short of the cost of the mobile handset. Raju still doesn't have enough amount to buy the handset. That is correct. Raju has exactly the same amount? No. Raju has enough amount and extra 500? No. Raju has enough amount and extra 1,000? No. He is short of 1,000. So A is the answer. This is very simple problem. It is similar to the previous problem. There we had taken 80% equal to 12. Here we are taking 75% is equal to 9,000. In both the cases, we have to find out 100% and go further. Yeah, this is with respect to age problem. In 2002, Meenu's age was 1/3 of the age of Meera. So here Meenu and Meera, both are M. So you have to differentiate between them. So Meenu, I'll take it as N, and for Meera, I'll take it as R. Meenu's age was 1/3 of the age of Meera. So this is in 2002. In 2002, Meenu's age was 1/3 of Meera's age. Whereas in 2010, so 2010 is 8 years further. So both Meenu and Meera will be 8 years extra. That means Meenu will be N plus 8. Meera will also be R plus 8. Yeah, this is what is the understanding. Meenu's age was half the age of Meera. So now we have two equations. N is equal to R by 3 and N plus 8 is equal to R plus 8 by 2. Now they are asking what is Meenu's year of birth. Now I need Meenu's age. I need Meenu's age. So Meenu's age, it can be got by, see, I don't want R, I want only N. Wherever R is there, I will substitute with 3N because here R is equal to 3N. So N plus 8 is equal to 3N plus 8 by 2. So 2 goes this side, 2N plus 16 is equal to 3N plus 8. 2N comes this side, 3N minus 2N is equal to N. 16 minus 8 is 8. So N is equal to 8. Meenu's age is 8 in the year 2002. She is 8 years old in 2002. Then what was her birth year? 8 years before 2002, that is 1994. 2002 minus 8 is 1994. This is age problem, but for the first time they are asking the year of birth. Year of birth. So here we have to understand. For example, in a particular year, I am celebrating a particular birthday. To get my birth year, what you have to do is this year minus my number of birthday. Okay, that is where you will get your birth year. Rakesh and Rajesh together bought 10 balls and 10 rackets. Rakesh spent 1,300 and Rajesh spent 1,500. If each racket costs 3 times a ball does, for example, a racket R costs 3 times a ball. 3 times a ball. R is the cost of racket and B is the cost of the ball. Now, this is one equation we have. And totally they bought 10 balls and 10 rackets. 10 balls and 10 rackets. cost totally. Rakesh spent 1300 and Rajesh spent 1500. Totally it is 2800. So now we have two equations. Now they are asking us to find out what is the price of a racket. So wherever B is there, I will put that as R by 3. So in that case, 10 R by 3 plus 10 R is equal to 2800. Okay. So here 3, 10 R plus 30 R is equal to 2800. So 40 R is equal to 2800 into 3. 0, 0 get cancelled. 4 ones are 4 70s are. So R is equal to 70 into 3. That is 210. Each racket costs 210. It is a straight problem of linear equation in two variables. We have got two equations here. That's enough to solve this question. Next question. In a conference, out of 100 participants, 70 are Indians. 60 out of the total participants are vegetarian. Then which of the following statements is or are correct? The similar problem we had done previously, either in 2020 or 21 paper. Here, if I take this as a universal set, out of 100 participants, totally 100 participants are there. In that, Indians are 70. I cannot mark suddenly this as 70 because there might be some intersection. If 60 of the total participants are vegetarians. See, if they are Indians, outsiders are foreigners. Out of 100, if this is 70, outside the foreigners are there. If 60 of the total participants are vegetarians, so let's take like this. This is Indian circle and this is vegetarian circle. Okay. So in this case, 70 plus 60 is 130. We have the data of 130, but we have only 100 participants. So in this case, 30 I have to put in the intersection. If I put 30 in the intersection, now 70 are Indians and 30 are already marked. 40 will be marked outside. Now, vegetarians are 60. 30 are marked out inside. So 30 will come here. In this case, the foreigners are 0. Foreigners are 0 in the sense the foreigners who do not consume veg are 0 here. So this is the best case in the sense like we are not leaving anyone outside. But if I take some 5 people are outside. 5 people are outside. So let me take this circle now. Now, out of 100, 5 are marked outside. I have to have the count of 95 now. But total is how much? 70 and 60. 130. So I have to mark 95, but I have 130 count. That means 35 will be extra. So if I mark 35 here, then out of 70, 35 is marked. So 35 will be here. Then out of 60, 35 is marked here. 25 will come here. So if you see the cases, this number will be 30 or more. This number will be 30 or more, not less than 30. Now, at least 30 Indian participants are vegetarian, correct? At least 30 Indian participants are vegetarian, correct? At least 10 Indian participants are non-vegetarians. At least 10 Indian participants are non-vegetarians. So when we go on doing like this, so what other information I will get here? So this is just 2 cases I have taken. I have taken 2 cases here. Now, here 0 were there, here 5 were there. Now, if I take like this, and anyways, 70 people have to come in this circle and 60 people have to come in this circle. I don't know how many persons I can push outside. What if this 60 people, all of them are inside this only. That means the vegetarians what I am marking, all of them are Indians. In that case, 10 have to come outside. 10 have to come outside because this circle has to read 60. Its capacity is 60. All that 60 I have marked inside. And 10 have to be outside. They are the Indians who are not vegetarians. But this circle has to be 70. In other case, if I take this as 70, then it is wrong. Because this circle has to be only 60. I am marking more. That is why the maximum people who can come here inside is 60. Maximum people who can come here inside is 60. And here 10 people will come. Here 0 people will come. Then other will be outside. So this is one extreme and this is another extreme. According to this extreme, we have written 30 Indian participants should be vegetarian and maximum number of vegetarians, that is Indians, should be 60. And here they are asking at least 10 Indian participants are non-vegetarian. Correct. So out of 70, if 60 are vegetarian, then 10 will be non-vegetarians. So this is also correct. So both the statements are correct. So this is the trend now. In Venn diagrams also, they are mixing too many things to check your aptitude. So here both the statements are right. 28, yeah, 29. Data sufficiency again. Yeah. This question is one of the most intriguing question. This is not that easy the way it looks. A 5-storied building with colors from 1 to 5. So there are 5 floors. 1 to 5. There is no ground. First floor itself is named as first floor. So 5-storied building. Now consider the following statement. So 5-storied building with floors 1 to 5 is painted using 4 different colors. This means while we are painting this building, we have to use 4 colors. Because they have told is painted using 4 colors. They are not telling that can be painted. No, is painted. Can be painted is different from is painted. When they say is painted, here 4 colors are used. So in this building, we have to use 4 colors. Now consider the following statements. But before getting influenced by these statements, we have to check the options here to ensure that any 2 consecutive floors have different colors. We are painting here, no problem, but any 2 consecutive floors should not have the same color. That is the only rule. 5 floors are there. You have to use 4 colors and you should see to it that no 2 consecutive floors are painted in the same color. Okay, now look at only the first one. Only statement 2 is sufficient. Don't get influenced by the first statement and the third statement. Just look at the second statement. Second and the fourth floors are painted in different colors. Okay, I'll take one more. Okay, second and fourth. Let's say these are painted in red. They are telling second and fourth floors are painted in different colors. Let's say I will take this as R and this as green. Let's say red and green I'll take. Now, what is the condition? I have to use only 2 colors now. Let's say blue and yellow. Now, blue and yellow I have to paint. So what if I paint this blue and yellow here, and what if I paint with red? Because anyways I am going to use four colors. I'll use blue here, and I will use Y here, and I will use R again here. So statement 2 alone is not sufficient. Only statement 2 is not sufficient for me to answer. Now let us go for the second one, only statement 3. Only statement 3. Statement 3 is telling first and fifth colors are painted in red. First and fifth are painted in red. See, two floors are painted with one color. Now what is the stipulation? What is the stipulation? I have to use other three colors for sure. There is no escape from that. Let's say green, blue and yellow. So in whatever the fashion you put, let's say green, blue and yellow. Yeah, now all the floors are of we have used four different colors, but what we are seeing here, definitely they are painted in different colors. I mean, each floor or two consecutive floors are not painted with the same color. R and G, there is a distinction. G and B distinction. B and Y distinction. Y and R. So it was the safest option. That is, first and fifth have to be painted in one particular color over. Other three colors are remaining, three floors are remaining. You use whatever the color on whichever the floor. Anyways, you are going to use all those three colors. So finally what happens? This statement alone is sufficient. So only statement 3 is sufficient. So when such an answer is there, try to verify other thing. Statement 3 is not sufficient. This is wrong. Anyways, this is wrong. Now you have to look into this. Statement 1 is not sufficient, correct? But statement 1 along with statement 2 is sufficient. That we have to check for sure. So check with statement 1 and 2. Here they are telling first statement. Middle three floors are painted in different colors. Let's say R, G, B. Middle three floors. Now, second and fourth floors are painted in different colors. Second and fourth are painted in different colors. Okay, done. Both are telling the same. But now I have to use only one color. Let's say yellow. I have to use only one color. Yellow. What if I use blue here? Again. So these two consecutive floors are of same color. So even by using both the statements, I cannot tell. So even this is wrong. In this case, simply statement 3 is correct. You can mark this and go further. Not a problem. 30th problem. P, Q, R are three towns. The distance between P and Q is 60 kilometers. Whereas the distance between P and R is 80 kilometers. Now, P should be connected with R. See, R can come here also, R can come here also, R can come here also, R can come. In 360 degrees, R can come anywhere. One extreme case, R will come here and this is 8. Another extreme case, R will come here. So total is 80. That means this is 20. Extreme case is this. R will be completely opposite side of Q, or R is on the same side of Q. These are two possibilities. Now, Q is in the west of P. Q is in the west of P and R is in the south of P. So now the entire diagram changes. Q is in the west of P. Q is in the west of P and between them 60 kilometers is there, and R is in the south of P. R is in the south of P and there is 80 kilometers between P and R. Now, what is the distance between Q and R? So they are asking the distance between Q and R. So if you connect like this, so this is a right angle triangle, 60, 80. So this is a Pythagorean triplet, 60, 80, this will be 100. So this is 3:4:5. So 100 is the answer. So usually when they are asking you to construct a right angle triangle, Usually they will give two sides in such a way that they will be Pythagorean triplets generally. This is what has been the observation from my end, that they will give the Pythagorean triplets. Pythagorean triplets means what? They are three sides of a right angle triangle. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, 5, 12, 13. Like that, many Pythagorean triplets are there. Please make a note of those Pythagorean triplets. All members of a club went to Mumbai, stayed in a hotel. On the first day, 80% went shopping, 50% went sightseeing, 10% took rest. So this is Venn diagram problem. So out of them, they are doing two different events. One is shopping and another one is sightseeing. So shopping 80% and 50% sightseeing. 10% took rest. That means they didn't go anywhere. So they will come outside. So now out of 100%, I have to mark 90% here. 10% is outside, 90% here. But 50 plus 80 is 130. But I have to mark 90. So 40 is extra. That 40 will come here. So 40% of them are doing both shopping and sightseeing. Now 80% went shopping. So 40 is already filled. So here 40 will come. Now 50% sightseeing. 40 is already there. So 10 will come here. So 40%, 40%, 10%, 10%. So let us try to answer this. Which of the conclusions can be drawn from the above data? 40% member went for shopping as well as sightseeing. Correct. These are those people. 20% member went for only shopping. No, 40% went for only shopping. So only one is correct here. This is a simple problem in Venn diagram. This is bit Venn diagram. We can solve it by Venn diagram, but again, this is a statement and conclusion problem. 60% of the students play cricket. A student who does not play cricket plays football. That means 40% of the people play football. Those who don't play cricket, they will play football for sure. Every football player has got a two-wheeler. Every football player has got a two-wheeler. Which of the following conclusion cannot be drawn from the above data? See, if you take the Venn diagram, let's say there is 100% students here and 60% of them play cricket. Then rest all are 40%. A student who does not play cricket play football. One who does not play cricket, he will play football. Every football player has a two-wheeler. So let us go to the conclusion. 60% of the students do not have two-wheelers. See, 60% is the data what we know about the people who play cricket. Here, we should not conclude which is not there in the facts. 60% of the students play cricket. That's it. This is what is the fact. Do not have two-wheelers. We don't have any data of that. They are telling that all the football players have bike. But have they ever told that cricket players don't have a bike? No. That is not the fact. We don't know about it. So when we don't know, we cannot conclude. 60% of the students do not have two-wheelers. No, I cannot conclude this. No cricketer has a two-wheeler. The same thing. What I defeated here. No cricketer has a two-wheeler. They are explicitly telling that every football player has a bike, a two-wheeler. But have they told that cricket player doesn't have a two-wheeler? No. So unnecessarily we should not conclude anything. Cricket players do not play football. Cricket players do not play football. They are telling those who don't play cricket, they play football. Those who don't play cricket, they have a choice of playing football. But they are telling here, cricket players do not play football. No. Those who do not play cricket, they will go and play football. But these cricketers also can go and play cricket. Nowhere they have mentioned that cricket players don't play football. Those who don't play cricket, they will play football. but they have never explicitly told about the cricketers that they do not play football. So cricketers, whether they play football or not, we don't know. Whether they have bike or not, we don't know. Only thing, what cricketers do not do, we know. When the people cannot play cricket, they will go play football. That's it. And all the football players have the bikes. So cricket players and bikes, we don't know. Cricket players and football players, we don't know. But non-cricket players play football. And all football players have bike. This is what we know. Even this statement is wrong. So what cannot be drawn? All three conclusions are wrong. All three conclusions are unnecessary. Okay. Next question. The ratio of two-digit natural number to a number formed by interchanging the digits. So this is a classical problem. We have discussed many things related to this question. So one number is there. If you reverse the digits, you will get this number. And their ratio is 4:7. I have told you previously in the solutions that in such cases, when a two-digit number is taken and its reverse is written, what we have is the sum of those numbers will be equal to 11 times the sum of those digits. For example, if I take 26 and 62, the total is 88. So 11 times of 8. 8 is what? The sum of these digits. That is 2 plus 6. And when we take the difference between them, it is 9 times of the difference between the digits. So 62 minus 26 is nothing but 36. 36 is 9 fours are 36. What is that for? The difference between these two digits is 4. This is what we have. Now, they are telling their ratio is 4:7. If their ratio is 4:7, let's say they are 4x and 7x. Now, if you make the sum of them, 4x plus 7x is 11x. 11x should be, when we are making the sum of them, 11x should be equal to what we have, 11s. In that case, x is equal to s. X is equal to s. This is one side. If you take the difference between this 4x and 7x, so 3x is the difference. 3x is the difference, and that 3x is equal to 9d. 9d. So x is equal to 3d. X is equal to 3d. X is equal to s and x is equal to 3d. What I understand here is this x is nothing but a multiple of 3. A multiple of 3. So x is equal to 3d. That means the value of this 3d can be 3. That is 3 into 1 is 3. 3 into 2 is 6. 3 into 4 is 9. 3 into 3 is 9. 3 into 4 is 12. 3 into 5 is 15. So now I have to try the x values as this and look at the number. Now 4x and 7x are the numbers, let's say. Now 3 is x. So 4x is 12. 7x is 21. Holds good. They are the numbers which are got by interchanging the digits. Now 6 fours are 24 and 7 6s are 42. That is also correct. 9 fours are 36 and 9 sevens are 63. That is also correct. 12 fours are 48 and 12 sevens are 84. Correct. Then 15 fours are 60. 15 sevens are 105. No, they are not the numbers which got by reversing the digits. So we have 4 such pairs. For example, 12 and 21, 4:7. Sum is 33. Then 24 and 42, sum is 66. 36 and 63, sum is 99. 48 and 84, sum is 132. So this is what we wanted. This is what we wanted. So this is 4. This is 4. Number of such numbers is pairs is 4. That is not that straight problem. That is not the straight problem. But here we have to remember this concept. Whenever you take a 2-digit number and reverse it, when you make their sum is equal to 11 times the sum of the digits. When you make the difference of those numbers, the difference is equal to 9 times the difference between the digits. That's all. Now, in an examination, A has scored 20 marks more than B. A has scored 20% marks more than B. That means 120 by 100 times of B. That is nothing but 1.2 B. B has scored 5% less than A. See, A has scored 20 marks. I'm sorry, it is not 20%. This is wrong. A has scored 20 marks more than B. So A is equal to B plus 20. And B has scored 5% less than A. So B has scored less than A. How much percentage? 5%. So 5% if you subtract from 100%, it is 95% of A. Or B is equal to 5 19s and 5 20s. So it is 19 by 20 A. So this is one equation and this is another equation. This is another equation. Now they are asking how much has B scored. I need B. So wherever A is there, you put this 20 plus B. So B is equal to 19 by 20 A. But instead of A, I'll write this 20 plus B. So in that case, what will happen? This 20 will go this side. 20B is equal to 19 into 20 plus 19B. So 19B goes this side. This is B. B is equal to 380. B is equal to 380. My job is to get these two equations. When these two equations are there, two variables are there, you can solve by any method. Answer is 380. 380. If B is 380, then A has scored 400, which is 20 less than this one. That is correct. Sita and Geeta go for a swim after a gap of 2 days and 3 days respectively. So here what we have to understand is, Sita, if she goes on the first date, then next date that she visits is with a gap of 2 days. Gap of 2 days is not alternative day. So she will visit on 4th. Gap of 2 days, 2nd and 3rd. Then the next day that she visits is 5, 6, 7. Next day visits is 7, 8, 9, 10 like this. But whereas Geeta will go on the first day, then 3 days gap, 5th day, 3 days gap, then 6, 7, 8, 9, then 3 days gap, then she will go on 13th like this. Now, if 1st January both of them went for a swim together, when will they go together next? So here the gap is, if you look at the gap, actually it is 2 days, but 4 minus 1 is 3. 4 minus 1 is 3. Here also it is 3. Here is also 3. But here the difference is 4. Here difference is 4. Here difference is 4. What we have to do is, we have to find out the LCM. We have to find out the LCM of 3 and 4. LCM of 3 and 4 is 12. LCM of 3 and 4 is 12. So first day they have visited together. Only after 12 days they are going to visit together. That is 13th of January. Here also you can see 1, 4, 7. This is arithmetic series. 1, 4, 7. Gap is 3. 1, 4, 7, 10. Next is 13. Next is 13. Look here. 1, 5, 9, 13. So they are visiting next on 13th. Okay, but if you go with the LCM, here the concept bit is changed. So whatever that you take this as 2 days gap and 3 days gap, you have to be very particular. We have to be very particular that for LCM calculation, you have to take 3 here, you have to take 4 here. So 13th is the answer. X, Y, Z are three contestants in a race of 1000 meters. Assume that all run with different uniform speeds. X give Y a start of 40 meters and X gives Z a start of 64 meters. This is a new concept. This is a new concept where X is gifting Y 40 meter, means he is allowing Y to start 40 meters ahead of X. That means X is a fast runner, Y is a slow runner. That is why he is giving a gift of 40 meter so that he can start early. Early in the sense, start with a gap. X gives Z a start of 64 meter. Even here, X is giving a gift to Z. That means X is the fastest runner among Y and Z. Y is given only 40 meter start. Z is given 64 meter start. That means Z is the slowest. Okay. So they are running 1000 meter race. Understanding is this. While they are running 1000 meter race, X will start from the normal starting point, but the Y will start from here. Y will start from here, which is the gap of 40 between X and Y. Now, Z will start from here. That is nothing but the gap of 64. In this case, this Y will run only 960 meters, whereas Z will run 1000 minus 64, that is 936 meters. This is the figure what gives us the idea of their speeds. When X covers 1000, Y will cover 960, Z will cover 936. It means that they will end the race together. Okay. If Y and Z were to compete in a race of 1000 meter, now I am allowing only Y and Z. In this case, Y was running 960 and Z was running 936. Y was completing 960 meters, then Z was completing 936 meters. But now only Y and Z are competing for 1000 meters. That means among Y and Z, Y is the fastest. He will cover 1000 meters. He will cover 1000 meters. By then, how much would Z finish? So cross multiplication method, this is nothing but 1000 into 936, that is 936,000 divided by 960. Okay, 0 get cancelled. Here 16 6 then 16 16 5 80, then 16 8 128, then 16 5 then 0 5850, 6 1 then 6 9 54, then 6 7 then 5 so 975. When Y runs 1000 meters, Z will run only 975 meters. That means how much extra start he has to give? 25 meters, because when Y completes 1000 meters, Z will complete only 975. So extra 25 meter start Y has to gift Z. Y has to gift Z. So how many meters start will Y give to Z? That is 25 meters, because Y is faster among them and he is giving the gift of 25 meters to Z. If X is greater than or equal to 25, X is greater than or equal to 25. That means X value starts from 25 and it goes to infinity. X is greater than or equal to 25. So X value lies somewhere from here to infinity. Whereas Y is less than or equal to 40. So here, if you take this as 40, Y value will go negative infinity, because Y is not more than 40. Y is less than or equal to 40. Y is less than or equal to 40. So Y value is from here to here. X value is from here to here. In this case, what they are asking, X is greater than Y. No. When X is here and Y is here. Y is 40, X is 25. So X is not greater than Y. Now, Y minus X is greater than 15. Y minus X is greater than 15. Y minus X. Here we have to take the extremes. We have to take the extremes. What is the best value of Y? Best value of Y is 40. And the smallest value of X is 25. In that case, X is equal to 15. X is equal to 15. I'll take another value. This difference is 15. I'll take another value. Y is 30 and X is also 30. So Y minus X is equal to 0. But they are asking us Y minus X is greater than 15. Y minus X maximum it can be 15 but not more than 15. This is also wrong. Similarly, Y minus X is less than or equal to 15. Already we have proved the maximum value of Y minus X is 15 or less. So Y minus X is less than or equal to 15. That is correct. So X plus Y is greater than or equal to 65. No, we cannot get that one. X plus Y is greater than or equal to 65. If Y is negative, then we will defeat this statement. Yes, it looks very simple, but it needs lot of patience and lot of correct understanding of the number line. Ina was born 4 years after her parents' marriage. Ina was born 4 years after her parents' marriage. Her mother is 3 years younger than her father. Mother is 3 years younger than father. And 24 years older than Ina. So mother is 24 years older than Ina, who is 13 years old now. Over, no? So E is 13. So M is equal to 13 plus 24. So M is equal to 37. When M is equal to 37 here, then F is equal to 40. Done. So father's age is 40, mother's age is 37. But what they are asking, at what age did Ina's father get married? At what age Ina's father get married? So right now, father is 40, mother is 37. What is the age of Ina? 13. So what is the difference between Ina's age and father's age? 40 minus 13. So 27. 27 is what? When Ina was born, his father was 27. When Ina was born, his father was 27 because he is 40 now. Now Ina is 13. If you subtract 40 minus 13, then it is 27. When 27-year-old was the father, then Ina was born. But Ina was born 4 years after her parents' marriage. So at the age of 27, Ina was born. That is 4 years hence their marriage. So at the age of marriage, father was 23. Father was 23 at the age of marriage. So at the time of marriage. So that is 23. This looks simple, but it is a bit complicated because they are trying to establish the relation between the mother and the daughter, father and the daughter here. So father is 40, daughter is 13. Their gap is 27. That means when he was 27, the daughter was born. But marriage had happened 4 years ago. So at the time of marriage, father was 23. Rakesh had money to buy 8 mobile handsets of a specific company. But retailer offered very good discount on the particular handset. Rakesh could buy 10 mobile. He was planning to buy 8. Now he has got 10. This is like buy 8, get 2. Buy 8, get 2. So investment is for 8 and he is getting 2 extra. What was the discount the retailer offered? See, here 2 things will come. One is the buyer and another one is the shopkeeper. Here, actually the buyer came to buy 8, but he got 10. That is 2 extra than his budget. 2 by 8 is 1 by 4. So the buyer got benefit of 25%. But the shopkeeper, he wanted to sell 8. He wanted to sell 8, but he is selling 10. But his investment is on 10 mobile handsets. So on 10, he is giving discount for 2. On 10, he is giving discount for 2. So this is 1 by 5. So this is 20% discount. This is 20% discount. 20% discount for shopkeeper, but 25% profit for buyer. This is where the concept gets a bit confusing. So shopkeeper actually is losing 20%, but the buyer is gaining 25%. So they are asking what was the discount the retailer offered. Retailer offered the discount of 20%. Retailer offered only 20% because he had invested on 10 mobiles. He had invested on 10 mobiles, but he is getting the amount only for 8 mobiles. So there he is losing 2 mobiles. On the investment of 10 mobiles, he is losing 2 mobiles. That is why 20% discount. The average marks of 100 students are given to be 40. So 100 students and average is 40. So total number of marks is 4000. It was found later that the marks of one student were 53, which were misread as 83. Instead of 53, we have marked 83. Instead of 53, we have marked 83. That means 30 extra is counted. We have to subtract that. Out of this 4000, we have to subtract 30 because this is extra counting that we have done. So remaining is 3970. 3970 are the actual marks. By mistake, they were counted to be 4000. Now, the corrected mean. Corrected means average. So 370 divided by 100 students. That is 39.7. So this looks simple. This looks simple, but instead of subtracting 30, if you add 30, the problem is gone. The problem is gone. Sequence. Simple problem. Simple problem. Difference is 3. Difference is 5. Difference is 7. Difference is 11. Difference is 13. And difference we have to get. Here see 3, 5, 7, 11, 13. It looks like they are odd numbers. But actually 9 is missing here. 9 is missing. So these are not odd numbers. These are prime numbers. That distinction you should have between odd numbers and the prime numbers. So now 9 is missing. So this is the series of prime numbers. So next prime number is 17, not 15. So 93 minus 17 is 76. But most of the people will end up in subtracting 15. There they get the wrong answer. A wall clock moves 10 minutes fast every 24 hours. It moves 10 minutes fast. That means every 24 hours, it will move 10 minutes fast. The clock was set right to show the correct time at 8 a.m. 8 a.m. on Monday, the correct time was set. When the clock shows the time 6 p.m. on Wednesday, what is the correct time? What is the correct time? Every 24 hours, the correct time is 24 hours, but the wrong time what watch is showing is 24 hours and 10 minutes. Correct time actually is 24 hours, but it is showing 24 hours and 10 minutes. So 8 a.m. on Monday to 6 p.m. on Thursday. 8 a.m. on Monday to 6 p.m. on Wednesday. So 8 a.m. Monday to 8 a.m. Wednesday. So 2 days. 2 days means 48 hours. Now 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. if you count, it is 10 hours. So totally 58 hours. 58 hours. when the clock shows time, so actually 58 hours is what is shown by the clock. What is shown by the clock, which is wrong time. So if that is 58 hours, and what is the right time? What is the right time? So we have to do the cross multiplication here, but one problem we have here, this is 24 hours and 10 minutes. So here if I write 24 hours and 24 hour 10 minutes in terms of hours only, that is 24 integer 1 by 6, because 10 minutes is 1 by 6 hours. Then here this is 58. So 24 integer 1 by 6. So this is 24. 24 6 are 144 plus 1, 145 by 6. Here 58. So what it is? So if you calculate, this question mark is nothing but 24 into 58 divided by this 145 by 6, but by 6 will go and become 6 in the numerator. 29 5s and 29 2s. 29 5s and 29 2s. So 24 into 8 is 48. 48 into 6 is 288. 288 by 5. So 288 by 5 is nothing but 5 5s, then 5 7s, then 3 by 5 hours. So actually, when the clock is showing 58 hours, actual time is 57 hours and 3 by 5 hours. So 3 by 5 hours means 36 minutes, because 3 by 5 into 60 is 36. So actually the clock has to show 57 hours and 36 minutes. 57 hours and 36 minutes. But it is showing 58 hours. That means 57 hour 36 to 58 hours. 24 minutes extra it is showing. It is showing 24 minutes extra. That we have to subtract. 24 minutes extra we have to subtract. So in 6 p.m. if you subtract 24 minutes, the answer will be 5:36 p.m. 5:36 p.m. It is not that easy problem to be calculated. So such problems you have to take it in the second round. So better you have to drop it in the first round. So go for the second round. So here actual time is 57 hours and 36 minutes. But the wrong clock is showing 58 hours. If the numerator and denominator of a proper fraction are increased by the same positive quantity, which is greater than the 0, the resulting fraction is, for example, if I take the fraction as, let's say 5 by 8, 5 by 8, and if I add the same positive number to both, let's say here plus 2 and here plus 2, this becomes 7 by 10. Here it becomes 7 by 10. Now it is showing that the resulting fraction, that is 7 by 10, is always less than the original fraction. It is always less than the original fraction. If the numerator and denominator of a proper fraction, when we say proper fraction, the numerator is small and denominator is big. That is what is called as the proper fraction. If you take improper fraction, the denominator is small and the numerator is big. But in this one, so whenever you add, for example, if I take 1 by 2 also, 1 by 2, 1 by 2 is actually 50%. So if I add plus 1 and plus 1, so this is 2 by 3. This is 66.6%. In this case also, 5 by 8 is 62.5%. But 7 by 10 is 70%. So always there will be increase. Always there will be increase. So, always there will be increase. Always it is greater than. Always equal to the original fraction? No. Such that nothing can be claimed? Definitely no. So definitely for a proper fraction, if we add something, it will increase. For improper fraction, if you add something, that will decrease. For same number, for the same number, like non-fraction, for integer, if you add and subtract, so there is no change. So this is how, let us not go to the integers here. Only proper and improper fraction I am talking about. Okay, so it always increases. complete the sequence. In this case, when there is a increase and decrease, better you go for the alternatives. 4, 16, 36 and 64. These are the squares of even numbers. So 36, 64, next is 100, but we don't want that. 196, 144, 100. This is the decreasing order of the powers of even numbers. 14 square, 12 square and 10 square. Next is 8 square. 8 square is equal to 64. In a group of 15 people, 7 can read French and 8 can read English. 7 can read French, 8 can read English. In such case, we have to take two different entities, French and English. Let us not fill anything here. 3 of them can read neither. 3 of them, so that will come outside, neither of them. So 15 people totally, 15 minus 3, I have to fill 12 here. I have to fill 12 here. But 7 with French, 7 with French and 8 with English. 7 plus 8 is 15, but I have to fill only 12. So difference is 3. That 3 will come here. That 3 will come here. In that case, 7 French. So already 3 is filled, 4 will come. 8 English, already 3 is filled, 5 will come. So 4 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3 is 15. Correct. The number of people who can read exactly one language. The number of people who can read exactly one language. These 4 read only French. These 5 read only English. The total is 9. Total is 9. Simplest problem. A printer numbers the pages of a book starting with 1 to 3089 digits in all. How many pages does the book have? A printer numbers the pages of a book starting with 1 and uses 3089 digits in all. 3089 digits in all. How many pages does the book have? Beautiful question. It's a beautiful question. Now, if I start from 000 to 999, this is just a fact that I am giving. 00 to 999. If I want to write all the numbers from 1 to 9, I will use these 1 to 9 300 times each. 300 times each. Then, when it comes to only 0, I use it 190 times. I use it 190 times. So, here, 1 to 9, 9 different digits are there. I am using it for 300 times. This is 2700 digits. 2700 digits. Now, I am using 190 zeros. So, totally, I will be using 2890 digits. I am going to use 2890 digits from 00 to 999. That is indirectly 1 to 999. 1 to 999, I totally use 2890. In the examination hall, you cannot derive anything for this. If you have this knowledge, then only you can touch this problem. Otherwise, it will spoil the entire paper. So, if I write from 1 to 999, I will use 2890 digits. Now, I will start with 1000. So, next number is 1000. Next number is 1001. Next number is 1002. Like this, if I go. So, I need totally 3089 digits. I need totally 3089 digits. 3089 digits, but I use 2890 digits. 2890 digits until 999. Until 999, I use 2890 digits. So if I subtract 9, 9, then I need another 199 digits. I need another 199 digits. But from 1000 if you take, from 1000 if you take, from 1000 if you take, each number is having 4 digits. Each number is having 4 digits. Then I need this 199, that is close to 200. That is close to 200. So 200 different digits, and in each number you are using 4 digits. So totally you will write 50 numbers extra. 50 numbers extra. That means 12999. I am using 2890 digits. For the remaining 200, I will write 50 more numbers. That is after 999. After 999, I am going to write 50 more numbers. So that is 1049. I will write up to 1049. This is one of the toughest problem. In the examination hall, you cannot derive, you cannot solve this question within a minute or two. So definitely you should have this knowledge. That is from 00 to 999, I will be using 1 to 9 300 times. I'll be using 0 190 times. Totally 2890 digits I'll be using, and the remaining 200 I have to use 50 numbers. So 1049, 999 plus this 50 is 1049. Okay, I have told you better you substitute each of the options here and get the answer, because there can be more than one logic for each question. Now, a family has 2 children along with their parents. Okay, 2 children along with their parents means 2 plus 2, 4. The average of the weights of the children and their mother is 50 kg. Mother plus children. Let's say child 1 and child B. So total is 50 kg is average. So 50 into 3, 150 kgs. Mother and 2 children, 150 kg. The average of the weights of the children and their father is 52 kg. So father plus those 2 children A and B, it is 52 kg into 3, 156. What does it mean? What does it mean? If I cancel this AB and AB, the difference between mother and father, that is father's weight minus mother's weight is equal to 6. That means father is 6 kilos heavier than mother. That is the understanding. If the weight of father is 60 kg, then what is the weight of the mother? Straight away it is 54 kg, because 60 minus 6. This is the simplest problem. Suppose you have sufficient amount of rupee currency in 3 denominations. 1 rupee wala, 10 rupee wala and 50 rupee wala. In how many different ways can you pay a bill of 107? Can you pay a bill of 107? In such questions, what you have to do is, you have to arrange your denominations in the decreasing order first. So first is 50, and next is 10, and next is 1. In this order you have to write. Now, try to use as many smaller denominations as possible. Now, I need to pay a bill of 107. With 1 rupee coin only, I can pay a bill by using 107 coins. In that case, I will not be using any of 50 rupees and 10 rupees. Now, the next best case is use 1 10 rupee note and 97 coins. Here also 0. So how many ways? Like, you can use 10 rupee notes. In that case, you will have 7 1 rupee coins. 7 1 rupee coins. So this is how we can pay 0 to 10. Here all 0 0 0. So 0 to 10, that is 11. So 11 ways. 11 ways. Next one. I am going to use 50 rupees 1, then no 10 rupees. So 57 coins. Now, with 150 rupee note, 110 rupee note, 47. So I want to use only 150 rupee now. Now 237. Like this, I can go for 150 rupee note and 510 rupee note and 7 coins. So 0 to 5. There are 6 different options. Here 11 different options. Here 6 different options. Now, third way of doing it. So here I'll use 250 rupees notes and no 10 rupee notes and only 7 coins. This is the only one way I can do this. So 11 plus 6 plus 1. 11 plus 6 plus 1 is 17. There is no shortcut to this. You have to work out in the examination hall to get this one. See, this is about directions. So here they are finally asking you the distance. So try to construct this one in whatever the manner. So finally get the or like this. You get the distance between the final point and the initial point. Try to construct a right angle triangle. Use the Pythagoras and finally get the answer. This is nothing special. Now, question is PQ an odd integer? Is PQ an odd integer? Now, statement 1 alone. P and Q both are prime numbers. What if P is 2 and Q is 3? 2 3s are 6. Yeah, correct. PQ are prime numbers. Sorry, 2 into 3 is 6. 6 is not an odd integer. What if it is 3 and this is 5? 3 5s are 15. It is an odd integer. Can I answer in yes or no? Is PQ an odd integer? I can't say. So this particular statement cannot be answered with the statement 1 alone. Going to statement 2. P plus Q is an odd integer. Is PQ an odd integer? So they are telling P plus Q is an odd integer. Okay. Now, if P is 2 and Q is 3, yeah, this is an odd integer, that is fine. Is PQ an odd integer? So 2 into 3 is equal to 6. See, if you want P plus Q to be odd, only one chance you have that one of the P and Q should be 2, because all other prime numbers are odd numbers. Only one even prime number is there, that is 2. If you want the sum to be odd, one has to be odd, other has to be even. So odd, even. Now, if it is odd and it is even, odd into even is equal to even. Is PQ an odd integer? No. So 2 and 7, let's say 2 7s are 14. Is PQ an odd integer? No. This question can be answered using statement 2 alone. Using statement 2 alone. If P plus Q is an odd, definitely P into Q will be even. P into Q will be even. In that case, is PQ an odd integer? No. So then statement 2 alone we can answer. In which year has the same calendar as that of 2009? So in this case, what we have to do is 2009. This we have solved before also. Initially, two things we have to give care. One is like the first day of that year should be matching with the other calendar. That's it. Second one is, if we are looking for a leap year, that previous year also should be a leap. If you are looking for not a leap year, the previous year should not be a leap. Now, 2009 is not a leap. You have to look for a non-leap year. This is not our option. This is not our option. Now, whenever you jump a year, you will add 1. So, 2010, you will add 1. Then 2011, you will add 1. 2011 to 2012, you will add 1. But 2012 to 2013, you will add 2. Now, 2013 to 2014, you will add 1. 2014 to 2015, you will add 1. Now, 1 plus 1 plus 1, 3. 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 plus 1 plus 1 is 7. So, 2009's calendar and 2015's calendar will be same. 2015's calendar will be same. See, the difference that we are looking for is 7. But whenever we go on counting for the gap, definitely we will be jumping at least one leap year. In those 7 years, we will be jumping at least one leap year. In that case, we have to add just 6. If we are jumping 2 leap years, then you have to add, you have to add 5. Because if 2 leap years are coming, you will get 2 extra days. That means you will look for only plus 5. Then, if you are crossing only one leap year, then you have to add 6. So, in this case, 2009 plus 6 is 2015 because we are coming across only one leap year, that is 2012. If it was, let's say, 2007, so when you jump 7 years, you will land up in 2014, but you will get 2008 and 2012 as 2 leap years. That means you have to add 2007 plus 5. You will end up in 2012. But 2007 is not a leap year. 2012 is a leap year. Then also it gets wrong. Again, you have to add 6 to get 2020. Again, you have to verify. Again, you have to verify whether this is a leap year and this is not a leap year. That you have to do. So, 2 things you have to do. The 1st January should be same for both the calendars, and if one is leap, other has to be leap. If one is not a leap, other should not be a leap. Number 136 is added to 5B7. We have solved many questions like this, and the sum obtained is 7A3. 136 plus 5B7 is 7A3. 6 plus 7 is 13. 6 plus 7 is 13. 1 carry. Then 1 plus 5, actually here it has to be 6, but it is 7 because the carry is coming from the back. Carry is coming from the back. Now, 3 plus 1 is 4. 3 plus 1 is 4. You have to find out this number to get this number. Now, where A and B are integers, it is given that 7A3 is exactly divisible by 3. 7A3 is exactly divisible by 3. How do you check the divisibility of 3? You will add these numbers and see whether that sum is divisible by 3 or not. 7 plus 3 is 12. 7 plus 3 is 10. In that case, A can be 2 because 10 plus 2 is 12. It can be 5. 10 plus 5 is 15 and 8. So, A have 3 possible numbers. A have 3 possible numbers. If A is equal to 2 here, if A is equal to 2, 1, 2, 12. So, 3 plus 1, 4. B has to be, if A is equal to 2, B has to be 8. If A is 2, B has to be 8. Then if A is 5, then 3 plus B plus 1 should be 5. 3 plus 1 is already 4. So, B has to be 1. But carry is going here, so I cannot get any value for B here. If A is 8, 3 plus 1 is already 4. B has to be 4, but carry I cannot send. This is also wrong. So, A is equal to 2 and B is equal to 8. A is equal to 2 and B is equal to 8. The only possible value of B is 8. Only possible value of B is 8. See, here all this is the a trick of a carry. When the carry goes, what happens to the numbers? When we are adding the carry, what happens to the numbers? That is the whole scene. Here they have also clubbed the concept of divisibility by 3. If every alternative letter of English alphabet from B onwards, including B, is written as lowercase, smaller letters, and the remaining letters are capitalized, then how the first month of the second half of the year, second half starts from July, first month of second half of the year is July. Okay, B onwards is written in lowercase and the remaining letters are, every alternative letter from B is written in lowercase and all other should be written in the uppercase. So, B is small, C is capital, D is small, E is capital, F is small, G is capital, H is small, I is capital, then J is small. So I will look for these three. Then J, K is big, L is small. So L is small. So my doubts are here. Now U is same, only Y we have to look for. So B is the second alphabet and Y is 25th alphabet. B is second alphabet. That means every even alphabet is small, every odd alphabet is big. So Y is odd alphabet. I will look for big Y. So the answer is July. Answer is July, that is D. Sunita cuts a sheet of paper into 3 pieces. Length of the first piece is equal to the average of the 3 single digit odd prime numbers. Sunita cuts a sheet into 3 pieces. Length of the first piece, let's say A, is equal to the average of the 3 single digit odd prime numbers. When we say single digit below 9, then odd, only odd numbers, then prime numbers. So they are 3 and 5 and 7. So length of the first piece is equal to the average of the 3 single digits. So A is equal to 5. A is equal to 5. Length of the second piece is equal to that of the first plus 1/3 length of the third. So length of the second is first, that is A, 5 plus 1/3 of 1/3 the length of the third, that is C by 3. We have one equation here. This is the second equation. This is the second equation. Now, the third piece is as long as the other two pieces together. C is equal to A plus B. See, A is equal to 5, C is equal to A plus B, B is equal to 5 plus C by 3. 3 equations, 3 variables. The length of the original sheet of the paper, that is A plus B plus C, we have to find out. See, 3 equations are there, 3 variables are there. We have to get the answer of this one. So A is equal to 5. So if you put 5 here, C is equal to B plus 5. C is equal to B plus 5. But already B is equal to 5 plus C by 3. 5 plus C by 3 and 5. So C is equal to 10 plus C by 3. So C by 3 go this side. 2C by 3 is equal to 10. So C is equal to 10 into 3 divided by 2. 2 ones are 2 5s are. C is equal to 15. C is equal to 15. A is equal to 5. C is equal to 15. And B. If A is 5, C is 15. B is equal to 10. So A is 5. B is 10 and C is 15. This is what we have. Then the length of the original sheet. Add all these things. It will be 30. Here, there is a non-verbal problem in this sequence. How many 5s are there? So 5s are here. What they are trying to do? There, which are not immediately preceded by 3. Preceded means the previous number. Not preceded by 3. 3 should not be there. So here 3 is not there. Here 3 is there. Here 3 is there. So how many such 5s? Only one 5 is there, which is not preceded by 3 but are immediately followed by 7. Immediately followed by 7. Not preceded by 3. Yes, here not preceded by 3 but immediately followed by 7. Yes, immediately followed by 7, not preceded by 3. Yes, only one such 5 is there. A joint family consists of 7 members, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, with 3 females. G is widow and sister-in-law of D's father F. Okay, D's father is F. This is one fact we have. And G is a widow. That means her husband has died and is a sister-in-law of D's father F. Sister-in-law. She is a sister-in-law of D's father F. That means F had a brother. F had a brother who is no more, and G is the wife of that person. G is the wife of that person. So G is widow and sister-in-law of D's father F. So sister-in-law means F has to have a brother and G is his wife. B and D are siblings. B and D are siblings. Their gender we don't know. A is daughter of B. A is daughter of B. C is cousin of B. C is cousin of B means, see, these two are the children of F, but he had a brother and sister-in-law. So for them, there is one child. For them, there is one child. That is, C is cousin of B. Yes, this is one brother, this is one brother. Two kids for this brother and one kid for this brother. That is, C is cousin of B. Then they are asking E. We don't know anything about E here. A is here, B is here, C is here, D is here, F is here and G is here. I don't know about E. This person can be E, but when they say a family consists of 7 members, we should not take a died person or the person who has been deceased. Okay. So with 7 people, 3 females. So 3 females, 1 female and 2 female. Where is the third female? We have to look for a third female here. G is a widow, okay, and sister-in-law of D's father, sister-in-law of D's father F, correct? B and D are siblings and A is daughter of B, correct? A is daughter of B. C is cousin of B. C is cousin of B, correct? Who is E? There is only one chance here. There is only one chance here that B has a daughter. That means in this family, they have not told that B is a widower. That means B has either wife or has husband. I don't know the gender of this, but this person is not single. This person has a spouse. That spouse will be E. That spouse will be E. And since we have 2 females here and 1 male here, there can be any possibility here. Who is who? Who is who? That is, who can be male and who can be female. There is a chance. One among them is a female because marriage has happened. One among them is a female. So rest all are males. Rest all are males. But here we don't know who is husband and who is a wife. Okay, we'll read once again. Joint family consists of 7 members. This fellow is not living now. A, B, C, D, E, F, G with 3 females. Okay, 3 females. One of them is a female. B and G is a widow. Okay, sister-in-law of D's father, F. Then B and D are siblings. Fine, B and D are siblings. A is a daughter of B, correct. C is a cousin of B. Done. Now, who is E? Wife of F? Definitely not. But there is a chance that this person also can exist. If I take out this one, but they have not told about their living this one. So let us think whether it is there. Grandmother of A. Grandmother of A. There is a chance. There is a chance. Then aunt of C. Aunt of C. That is also a chance. See, here if I take E, then only like I can say there is a couple. But the same thing can be done here also. Same thing can be done here also. If I take this person here. So that is why we have to be very clear with the statements here. Joint family, 7 members with 3 females. With 3 females, either female here or here I had taken. G is a widow and sister-in-law of D's father F. Okay. B and D are siblings and A is daughter of B. C is a cousin of B. Then who is E? Who is E? See, if you look at the options also, the option is not there. None is not there. So we have to select among these two. I mean, whatever the information has given. So I need not take this unnecessarily. I can take this as a wife of F. Wife of F. Here I am not even sure who is husband and who is wife. But here at least I can say that E can be only wife. So in that case, E is wife of F, grandmother of A, correct? Then aunt of C, that's also correct. Aunt of C. So all three are correct here. So here this is just a matter of chance, but when they are giving that third one is female, so definitely that can be filled easily. Each face of a cube can be painted in black or white colors. In how many different ways can the cube be painted? This is one of the best questions that I have seen. Here you have to have the imagination properly. A cube. So basically a cube is there. It can be either painted in black or white. In how many different ways? If I take out of 6 faces, if I want to paint black on only one face and other faces are white, how many ways I can do this? One black, any random face is a black. In that case, all other 5 are white. So whether you paint the top or the bottom, left or right or front or back, any with black, it is all same. So there is only one way of marking it. Now, if one is white and all other are black, so that is also one way of painting it. Then, if there are 2 black and 4 white, 2 black and 4 white, how can I paint 2 black faces? One is both are adjacent to each other, that is next to each other, and other one is they are opposite to each other. One possibility is adjacent to each other, 2 faces. Other possibility is they are opposite. So 2 ways of marking it. Similarly, 4 black and 2 white, that also can be marked in 2 different ways. Now, 3 black and 3 white. 3 black and 3 white. How this can be done? Here you need like a very good imagination. So you select 3 different faces which will meet at one corner. So there are 6 faces. 3 will meet at one corner and 3 will meet another corner. So that is one way of marking, like 3 black and 3 white. Another way of marking, 3 adjacent in a strip, top, right and bottom. Top, right and bottom. So all 3 like this. Other 3 like this. It will fit like this. C kind of thing. C and the lying C. So if you fit like that, that is one more way. So these 3 faces, top, bottom and right, are white, and front, back and the left are white, other color. So this way is only, so 3 faces meeting at a corner, white, 3 faces meeting at a corner, black. Then these strip with white, this strip with black. So 2 different ways. So totally 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, 8 different ways we have, but we are missing something. 1 5 5 1 is one way. 2 4. Yeah, this is 2 way for one color, and 4 and 2, this is 2 ways, and 3 and 3, this is okay, here they are given black or white color. Each face of a cube can be painted in black or white. So now I have one more option. All are black and none is white. All are white, none is black. So this is one more way. This is one more way. So 1 plus 1, 2, 2 plus 6, 8, 8 plus 2 is 10. So I started with 1 black, 5 white, vice versa. 0 black, then 6 white, vice versa. 2 black, 4 white, vice versa. Then 3 black, 3 white. So totally 10 different ways. How many triplets are there? X, Y, Z satisfy the equation x plus y plus z is equal to 6, where x and y and z are natural numbers. Natural numbers means 1 and above. 1 and above. How many things we have where we can satisfy this one? How many triplets of x, y, z satisfy the equation x plus y plus z is equal to 6, where x, y, z are natural numbers. So x, y and z. So I'll go with the simple most number 1, 2, 3. Then 1, 3, 2. 2, 3, 1. Then 2, 1, 3. 3, 1, 2. And 3, 2, 1. So when all of them are different. When all of them are different. Another way of doing it. These are 6 ways. How many triplets x, y, z satisfy the equation x, y plus z is equal to 6, where x, y, z are natural numbers. So there is one more way of dealing with this. 2, 2, 2. So all are 2. I want what? I want 6. I want 6. Okay. So other way of doing it. 1, 1, 4. 1, 1 and 4. Let's say this is 1, 4, 1 or 4, 1, 1. See, when both are 1, 4 is the only option. When this is 1, 2 and 3 are the only options. When all of them are equal, this is 2, 2, 2. So here 6, here 4. So totally 10 ways of giving the values for x, y, z. So this is just a substitution. 10 hash 5. So hash is minus 5. At means multiplied. 1. Dollar is divided by 5. So first you have to solve this. 5 into 1 by 5. Then you have to solve this 5 ones are 5 ones are. Then 10 minus. So 10 minus 1 is equal to 9. It is a BODMAS problem. 8-digit number 4252 746b leaves a remainder 0 when divided by 3. That means we have to divide this number by 3 perfectly. That means the sum of these digits should be equal to the multiple of 3. Now add 4 plus 2 6, 6 plus 5 11, 11 plus 2 13, 13 plus 7 20, 20 plus 4 24, 24 plus 6 30. So 30 plus b should be divisible by 3. So from where we can start? B can be 0. So 30 plus 0, 30 by 3, yes. B can be 3, B can be 6, B can be 9. So 4 different values for this B. But people generally forget this 0 and mark only these 3. That is where they go wrong. Okay. 6 students ABCDEF appeared in a several tests. Either C or F scores the highest. Whenever C scores the highest, then E scores the least. Whenever F scores the highest, B scores the least. In all the tests, they got different marks. D scores higher than B, but they are close competitors. A scores higher than B, C scores higher than A. So this has to be accommodated. This is a problem related to the logical reasoning. So we have to arrange them properly. For that, I need a space. So here I'll take. Whenever C scores the highest, E scores the least. So other 4 people are here in between. First and 6th person, other 4 persons are here. Then whenever F scores the highest, B scores the least. Again 4 people are there between. In all the tests, they got different marks. None of them got equal marks. D scores higher than A. So D is always higher than A. But they are close competitors. That means after D, A will come. Nobody will come in between. So D and A are together. So we can take them together. D and A. But they are close competitors. A scores higher than B. A scores higher than B. C scores higher than A. But D, A are close competitors. So C will come here. B will come below A. C will always come above D. This is what we have to do. C scores higher than A. So CDAB. CDAB. So C is already here. C is already here. Now I have to put DAB. DAB. If DA comes here, B can come anywhere in these two places. Then CE here. If DA comes here, if D comes here and A comes here, B will come here. Then only person is left is F. In this case, F and B, it is open. If F comes here, B can come here. So if F is here, then B will come here. Or if B comes here, F will come here. So this is one more chance. Two chances and third chance. Now, if I take this DA here, B is already here. One chance is D here and A here. And C will come somewhere here. If C comes here, then the remaining E will come here. So when C comes here, E will come here and DA will be here only. So F will come here and B will come here. What if DA come here? DA come here. B is already there. Then C is always above D and E will come here. DA cannot come here because I have to accommodate C. C cannot go here. So these are the three chances here. Here, three chances C, D, A, B, F, E. So these are three chances and these are three chances. Now, where is the question? If F stands second in the ranking, if F stands second in the ranking only here, then the position of B is fifth. Position of B is fifth. Now, I have to look for other questions. I have to look for other. So we have to remember this. I think 77th question is there related to this one. You can solve on the basis of this one only. There is not a problem. No. Yeah. If E is ranked third. So these two questions you can solve on the basis of the thing that I have marked earlier. There's no fun in getting the answer with this by drawing the diagram once again. So you solve after looking at the diagram. Okay. Now, so here twice the weight of Sohan is less than the weight of Mohan and Rohan. Here, twice the weight of the Rohan is greater than the weight of Mohan or that of Sohan. Twice the weight of the Rohan is greater than the weight of Mohan or that of Sohan. These are the three relations that we have. 2S is greater than the sum of M plus R. So can you say S is more than M, S is more than R? No, you cannot say anything. Can you establish any relation between M and R? No. 2R is greater than M? No, we cannot see R is greater than M. Then 2R is greater than S. We cannot draw any relation here. But 2S is less than M and R. Even by doubling the weight of Sohan, it is less than the sum of M plus R. Now, what we have to do? So first, consider this. Twice the weight of Sohan is less than the weight of Mohan or that of Rohan. It is not the sum. Twice the weight of Sohan is less than the weight of the Mohan. Then, twice the weight of Sohan is less than Rohan also. Here you cannot draw any conclusion, but here you can draw. Even by doubling the weight of Sohan, it is less than Rohan. That means Sohan is less than Rohan. Even by doubling the weight of Sohan, it is less than Mohan. S is less than M. In both the cases, S is less. That means Sohan is the least. Okay, look here. Which one of the following statement is correct? Weight of Mohan is greatest. Greatest I cannot know. Only I know is about the lightest. So, whose weight is greatest cannot be determined. Yes. Now, next one. Which of the following statement is correct? Weight of Mohan is least? No. Weight of Sohan is least? Yes. Again, I don't have to look into this one. Answer is B. So, this is how we have completed the paper of 2019 also. So, kindly follow all our videos that we have done so far to get the maximum hang of the pattern of the civil service prelims examination, that to the CSAT paper. So, if you do these problems rigorously, if you follow this and revise, that is more than enough to hit the topics that are being asked by UPSC. So, that is more than enough to clear this paper with 66 marks. Thank you very much and all the best.